501 Rockets hosting the 6-0 Warriors of Harvest Prep. First quarter, Harvest Prep driving. Daniel Bangura running hard. Look at that. Breaks free and picks up 23 yards, and they keep it going. Moses Davis rolling out, looking, and oh my goodness, look at Daniel Bangura wide open, 32-yard touchdown. Harvest Prep wins at 56-21.
There you have it. Harvest Prep beats Berne Union 56-21. You are listening to the Mid-State League Weekly Podcast, covering Harvest Preparatory School athletics, keeping you updated and posted on all things Harvest Prep. And we'll be taking you around the Mid-State League. Hello guys, my name is Willie Stimmage. Thank you guys for jumping on board. Today is Sunday, October the 8th, 2017. Hey, give us a follow on Twitter at MSL Weekly. Join the conversation. You can follow me on Instagram at Willie Stimmage Photography. You can go to MSL Weekly on Facebook. We just got I just uploaded a new Facebook account, so you can actually look at all of our information on Facebook. Or just drop me a simple email at infoforwillie@gmail.com. That's infoforwillie@gmail.com. Hey guys, I'm going to jump right into this. This is some good stuff here. Harvest Prep 56, Berne Union 21, Friday night. And before I get into this, it was a good game, but I like to let it be a clean game. I mean, there was some stuff on the field, and there was some stuff off the field that was not even called for, and it shouldn't be called for. And I just hope the referees can analyze and view that situation and do something about it, because some of the stuff that went on it should be tolerated in high school sports. You know, that's why I always play the clip, respect the game, because you have to respect the game. And you know, it is what it is. You know, Berne Union got beat, but you win the game on the field, but you know, all this extracurricular activity stuff that had nothing to do with football needs to stop. You know, so I mean, it wasn't called for. I mean, but it is what it is. The game is over. Harvest Prep is in first place, and that's that. So Harvest Prep 56, Berne Union 21. Both teams coming into this contest overall at 5-1, and they both was 3-0 in the conference. So some of the scoring in the previous meetings, Harvest Prep they routed Berne Union 57-10. This time around, just more of the same. You know, the beat keeps going on. You know, like I said last week, Harvest Prep beat these guys in the last 5 meetings, and they also stomped them in this meeting, 56-21. The final score between Harvest Prep and Berne Union was 56-21, a blowout in Harvest Prep's favor. Dan Bangura rumbled for, I don't know if these are accurate figures, 295 yards on 32 carries, but I don't know if that's accurate. It could have been more. 5 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown as Harvest Prep took control of the Mid-State League Cardinal Division with a win over Berne Union. With 28 points in the first half, Harvest Prep started the game off on a good note. That put them in a 28-7 advantage. Its success only continued in the second half, where it racked up another additional 28 points. Berne Union's record fell to 5-2 after their loss. The win bumped Harvest Prep record to 6-1. Harvest Prep has flexed its offensive muscles in its last 6 matchups. So Grove City is the next team up for Harvest Prep. This is a real physical contest. A lot of late hits, a lot of unnecessary hits. You know, but it is what it is. You can expect that from a number one showdown. Like, you got 2 teams tied for first. Somebody wants to be the winner. Somebody has to be the loser. Unfortunately, it was Berne Union was the loser. Harvard Prep jumped out with 14 points in the first quarter, and another 14 in the second quarter, which was 28 to nothing at halftime, and another 28 to 7. I'm sorry, Berne Union scored in the second quarter too. It was 28 to 7. Then Harvard Prep just went on the roll after that. Some of your scoring here: Harvard Prep, Dan Bangura with a 32-yard pass from Moses Davis, and then Dan Bangura with a pass from Moses Davis for the extra 2 points. Then Savon Mitchell with a 2-yard pass from Moses Davis. The extra point was no good. Then Dan Bangura came with a 10-yard run. The extra point was no good. Bangura with another 3-yard run. Then Savon Mitchell with a pass from Dan Bangura in the second quarter. Then for Berne Union, Chaz Dickerson with a 2-yard run and Robbie Bresnell with the kick. That's also in the second quarter. And Dan Bangura with a 4-yard rush for another score. Then Isaiah Mullen caught a pass from Dan Bangura in the third quarter, which kind of bumped the score up a little bit. And then Dan with a 35-yard run in the third. Isaiah with a 23-yard pass from Moses Davis in the fourth. Jeremiah Wolfenbarger for Berne Union scored on the 76-yard kickoff return. Special teams they had to clean that area up. That guy took off, and he had some motor. He had some jets. This guy was sprinting down the sideline, but we get that fixed. And then Dan came back with a 55-yard run, and then Zane Migram from Berne Union with a 14-yard pass from Jacob Ricker, and Robbie Besnell with the kick. So your final score, 56-21, I think. Some of your stats here: total yards for Harvest Prep, 518 total yards on that Berne Union defense. And Berne Union only had 249 total yards. Total rushes: Harvest Prep carried it 40 times for 365 yards. Berne Union carried it 30 times for 198 yards. Total passing, Total passing yards: Harvest Prep 153, Berne Union 51. Fumbles for loss: Harvest Prep fumbling one time, was no loss on the play, and Berne Union fumbled it one time. So they was even in the fumble department. For Harvest Prep in passing, Moses Davis was 7 out of 10 out of 7 for 70 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That was pretty good. Pretty good for Moses. Moses is really stepping his game, but he's really improving in that at the quarterback position. That one interception could have been avoided, but that's part of the game. In the rushing category, Dan Bangura, 32 rushes, 295 yards, 5 touchdowns. Receiving, Dan had 1 reception, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. Isaiah had 3 receptions, 99 yards, which is pretty good. Anytime you get close to the 100-yard mark, is pretty good. He had 1 touchdown. For Berne Union, Jacob Ricker had 5 completions, 13 for 5, 51 yards and 1 touchdown. In the rushing department, Jacob Ricker, 16 attempts, 92 yards, and no touchdowns. Defensive standout this week, sophomore Kalen Jackson with 7 tackles. 2 tackles was for loss and a sack. And then you had Zion Bangura and Jeffrey Ray. Zion had 2 solo tackles and 4 assists to lead the team with a total of 43 tackles on the season. 18 of them tackles were solo and 9 tackles for loss. Isaiah brought his team leading solo tackles up to 21 for the season. He had 3 solo tackles to go on with 1 assist and another batted ball at the line of scrimmage. So 19 different Warriors total tackles on the night, including freshman safety Zion Walker. Then you have freshman special team standout Nico St. Clair and backup freshman quarterback Jalen Davis. So all these guys contribute, and that's kudos. These guys need to contribute. They need to get their feet wet because most of the starters have been there. They have been there. They have been to the big time. Most of them went all the way to the state last year. 1 game from the state last year. So these guys are experienced, and they doing what they're doing. And I like the way Harvest Prep is going right now. I hope that they keep up the good work. They got a good coach, and Milan is really. I mean, I look at training camp. I was one of the first ones there when training camp opened. And these guys are really conditioned. They really put in the work, and now you see that it's paying off. And most likely, most of these guys, they may have lost 5 or 6 guys, seniors last year, but most of these guys have been there. They've been there. They know what it takes to win, and kudos to them. And those are your Harvest Prep updates for this week. So with that being said, guys, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to dive into some other schools from around the league. With that being said, this is the Mid-State League Weekly Podcast. My name is Willie Stimmage.
Harvest Preparatory School, educating students from preschool through grade 12 with a competitive private education and a distinctly biblical worldview. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to teaching the mind by touching the heart. We offer a blended learning environment to meet the academic needs of all students. Our brand new Academic Research Center is equipped with the latest technology designed for the inquiry-based learner. Boasting a proven track record of excellence for over 30 years, Harvest Prep is dedicated to ensuring students fulfill the total plan of God for their lives. Our graduates have earned over $30 million in academic, merit-based, and athletic scholarships in the last decade. We offer championship athletic programs for all grade levels, led by some of Central Ohio's top coaches. As a participant of the College Credit Plus program, we provide students with the opportunity to earn college credits at the high school level. We have committed to serving the families of Central Ohio since 1986 because our passion is your child's success. We are Harvest Prep. To begin your pathway to prep, visit us online at harvestprep.org.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, guys, we're back. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimmage, and we're going to jump into some scores from around the league. So buckle up, let's go. Fisher Catholic took on Worthington Christian, and let's see here. I think Fisher Catholic beat Worthington Christian 24-6. Fisher Catholic strolled past Worthington Christian with points to spare, taking it 24-6. Worthington Christian defense put the team in a good position heading into the break, holding Fisher Catholic to a measly 3 points. That gave them a 63 advantage at the half, but unfortunately the defense couldn't keep the pressure on Fisher Catholic in the second half, and they gave up 21 points. The defense gave up 21 points, which cost them the team the game. The win bumped Fisher Catholic's record to 3-4. The defeat dropped Worthington Christian to 2-5 in the Mid-State League. Game by game statistics. First quarter with 6 minutes to go. Fisher Catholic scored on a 29-yard field goal, and that made it 3-0 Fisher Catholic. And then in the second quarter with 8 minutes to go, Worthington Christian 25-yard rushing touchdown for Worthington Christian. That made the score Worthington Christian 6, Fisher Catholic 3, and they really had the advantage. And that took it to halftime. But in the fourth quarter, there was no scoring in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Fisher Catholic with a 4-yard rushing touchdown, which made it Fisher Catholic 9, Worthington Christian 6. And then the point after they had the extra point was good, we made it Fisher Catholic 10, Worthington Christian 6. In the fourth quarter, with 9 minutes to go, Fisher Catholic would have had a pick 6 interception, 47-yard run return on that pick 6. So that made it Fisher Catholic 16, Worthington Christian 6. and the point after was good, which made it 17-6. Fisher Catholic. Again, in the fourth quarter, with 7 minutes to go, Fisher Catholic capitalized again with a 4-yard rushing touchdown, which made it 23-6 Fisher Catholic, and the point after was good, which made it Worthington Christian 6, Fisher Catholic 24, and that was your final score in that contest. Other games around the league, let's jump right into it. Bishop Rosecrans defeated Millersport 49-16 Friday night. Another game, Grove City Christian defeated Fairfield Christian 28-13. Fairfield Christian, I think they're having a really bad year. They have not won. I don't think they won a game this year. I might be wrong, but I got the updates when I take you to the announcement, so I'll update you on that. But they're having a real bad year, and that was one of the teams Harper's Prep had to beat to get to the playoffs. Because I think they had about the same type of record. I may be wrong, but it is what it is. Girls volleyball, Fairfield Christian 3, Middlesport 0, Worthington Christian 3, Bexley 0, and Berne Union 3, Harvest Prep 1. After dropping the first game, the Berne Union Rockets reeled off 3 consecutive wins, defeating the Harvest Prep Warriors 25-22, 25-17, 25-15, 25-7. Macy Staten had 9 kills, while Lauren Nemeth had 5 kills and 8 blocks. Kenzie Hoffman had 7 kills and 8 blocks, and Paige Prosabro had 11 digs. The Rockets also defeated Crystal Ray 25-12, 25-15, 25-16 as Paige finished with 11 digs and 4 kills, and Hoffman added 9 kills. Moving right along, Fisher Catholic defeated Rosecrans 3-0. The Irish cruised to a 26-24, 25-15, 25-20 Mid-State League Cardinal Division volleyball matchup against the Bishops. Natalie Lorenzo had 9 points, Whitney Funk had 7, and Sammy Kearns had 6. Moving right on to boys soccer, Bishop Rosecrans defeated Harvest Prep 3-0, and Worthington Christian defeated London 5-0. Let me correct. I think Bishop Rosecrans defeated Harvest Prep 3-0, and Worthington Christian defeated London 5-0. So those are your scores from around the league. That's just it. I have no other scores to update. I know there was some more soccer, but didn't get no updates on them. So, we just move right along. So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap this up. So this has been the Mid-State League Weekly podcast. My name is Willie Stimich.
Let's go. This one's up on. What time is it? Let's see.
right, guys, you are listening to the Mid-State League Weekly Podcast. My name is Willie Stimmage, and we are back for this last and final segment while we take you around the league. We give you updates on Harvest Prep, and now we'll give you some announcements from around the league. So let's take it on. Let's get it. Let's just take it on to the end. So we're about to wrap this show up. Here's your announcements for this week. In the Division 7, Region 27, these are the Division 7 standings. Region 27. Danville is leading the pack at 5-1. Lucas is 5-1. Harvest Prep is 5-1. These are updates from last week, so these have to change. But Harvest Prep's in there. Waterford brings up the 4th spot. Corning Miller is the 5th spot. Gloucester Trimble is 6th spot. Racine Southern is 7th. Portsmouth Sciotaville is 8th. Berne Union was 9th. Hannibal River is 10th. Willowwood Simmons Valley is 11th. And Zanesville Bishop Rosecrans is 12th. These are your Division 7 Region 27 standings. But these have been updated because this is last week. This is not this week. But just want to give you a taste of where Harvest Prep is and where they stand in the region, in the state. So, but here are your Mid-State League standings as we speak. As of week 7, Harvest Prep overall is 6-1. They are 4-0 in the conference. Berne Union is 5-2. They are 3-1 in the conference. Fisher Catholic is 2-4. They are 2-1 in the conference. Worthington Christian is 2-4. They are 2-1 in the conference. Grove City Christian is 2-5. They are 1-3 in the conference. Middlesport is 1-6, and they are 1-3 in the conference. Rosecrans, I don't have an update on them. They are pulling in the 7th spot. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the 7th spot, right? And Fairfield Christian is 0-7 overall, and they are 0-4 in the conference. This team had a pretty good team last year. Don't know what happened. Don't know how they got off and fell off in the league, but I guess they will rebound. Here's your announcements from around the league. At Harvest Prep, October the 9th, the middle school football, we're playing Fairfield Christian Academy. That will be at Harvest Prep. October the 10th, middle school volleyball, we're playing Middlesport. That will be at Harvest Prep. October the 10th, varsity volleyball, we're taking on Middlesport, and they're having senior night that night. That will be at Harvest Prep. October the 11th, the varsity soccer will be taking on Liberty Union. That's senior night. That will be at home at Harvest Prep. And on the October the 12th, middle school volleyball will be taking on St. Mary. That game will be away at St. Mary. Those are your Harvest Prep updates. For Fisher Catholic, Thursday, October the 12th, and Friday, October the 13th, you guys will have no school because of the Fairfield County Fair is coming to Fairfield County. Then again, here's another announcement. Your annual fund giving, again, growing in faith, grounded in faith, growing to serve. Your donation will help keep the Fisher Catholic legacy deeply rooted in our community. Your participation is greatly appreciated and is invaluable. Your donation is just one click away. When you go to the website at Fisher Catholic, you can click on the PayPal and pay online. And please keep us up to date with your email address, your mailing address. You can email Julie Kilbarger, she is the annual fund director, at jkilbarg@cdeducation.org. That's Julie Kilbarger, or you could just call Fisher Catholic directly. But I'm going to give you that email address again. That's jkilbarg@cdeducation.org. So you can contact her if you want to give to the annual fund giving. For Berne Union, Thursday, October the 12th, there will be no school because of the Fairfield Fairfield County Fair. And Berne Union is in Fairfield County, as well as Fisher Catholic is in Fairfield County. But you guys will have varsity practice from 6 to 8 p.m. On Friday, October the 13th, there will be no school because of the fair, but the varsity game will be continue to play. They'll be playing Bishop Rosecrans at 7 p.m. For Fairfield Christian, Wednesday, October the 11th, Thursday, October the 12th, and Friday, October the 13th, there will be school will be dismissed because of the Fairfield County Fair. Wow. You guys have a short week this week. Middle sport, your announcement: Monday, JV football; Tuesday and Thursday, volleyball, JV volleyball and varsity volleyball; and Friday, you guys have a football game. So those are your announcements. And so here are the upcoming games for Friday. Let's look at these right quick. Bishop Rosecrans will be at Berne Union. That's a 7 p.m. kick. Middlesport will be at Worthington Christian at 7 p.m. Grove City Christian will be taking on Harvest Prep at Harvest Prep. And then we have one game in the Mid-State League on Saturday. That will be Fisher Catholic will be at Fairfield Christian. And that's a wrap, guys. That's it. We want to thank the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Prep Sports Writers Association for allowing me to share a podcast that shares light on the Mid-State League. Thank the commissioner. We thank the advertising, the guys that put all this information out for the OSHAA. We thank that whole organization for allowing me the opportunity to be a member. We want to thank all you guys for tuning in. And if you want to review or look at any other of these shows, just go to the website www.wsb4hr.com. That will be at the end of this video. So you just type my name in Google. I'm kind of like it everywhere. So just type my name in Google, and you'll find something something to hook up with to find me. So with that being said, guys, that's a wrap. I'm out. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in.